it's very enjoyable to watch social commentary through the lens of horror. But also it is something that's thrilling. Oh, thanks.
No, it's lovely to meet you. No problem.
Yeah, cold storage is so much fun. It is an absolute joy from start to finish. Johnny, where did it come from?
Well, it's come from David's crazy imagination and his novel of the same name that he'd written, believe it or not, pre and conceived pre-COVID. It's quite a prophetic story, really, when you look back on it. And he'd written a screenplay about it, and I was hooked as soon as I turned to page one.
Well, I mean, it's just like it's such a blast of a ride. And David, of course, has this incredible imagination, as you said. Historically, so many great films have come out of from his laptop. Um,
Yeah.
but Georgina, what excited you to take on Naomi? What is it that makes her unique?
Um, she is. She's. It's just It's she's fun. I love that she's having so much fun in the face of all of this. I really enjoy the fact that she is propelling things forward at the beginning. This, dynamic between her and Tea Cake of where they're kind of playing chicken, and she wants to go further and further, and she wants to go into this adventure. And I thought it was quite sweet. She has a line where she says, this is the most fun I've had in forever because she's a single mom and she's at school and she doesn't get to do this type of thing often. I mean, no one does. But yeah, it was just really enjoyable to get to step into her shoes.
It's quite a night out for her. It's,
Yeah.
it's not exactly the most ideal circumstances, of course, but um, Johnny, I'd love to talk to you about the visuals here because, certainly we've got David's script, but this film goes for it in a number of spots, and this I want to say it's not a virus, it's a
Fungus. Yeah. Kind of
fungus,
like it. Yeah.
fungus, absolutely. But in your mind, like here you are getting the chance to blow some people up and all this stuff. Like what inspired the look of these particular visuals in a film like this?
I think it just needs to escalate, and I think it's about harnessing some of the creativity that comes from the different departments, be it the production designer or the special effects team. We wanted to try and get as much in camera as possible. We knew we were going to use VFX to add the icing on the cake, but you never know quite how much VFX is going to take over. But it was important for the actors, for like Georgina's character to see something, that to give them something to react to. So that was cool, and it was important that each, should we say, the body count is high, but each time something happens, it needed to be different. So that was fun, trying to work out what was going to happen, how the fungus was going to evolve, and how it was going to spread. And to what Georgina says, it was fun for the character. She was drawn like a thrill seeker to the danger. And what I loved about it was how, and Georgina mentioned this before, which was how your character suddenly kind of almost gets cold feet, and there was a lovely arc for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You kind of have the moment of her running towards this danger and this adventure, and then she halfway through is sort of suddenly realizes the stakes and has a child at home, and then Tea Cake takes over, and then he becomes the one that is running towards the danger and wants to save the day. And this kind of a lovely balancing act between the two of them.
They are a great team. They are a great team, and I mean certainly Georgina. I mean you're working with Joe, and neither of you are not unfamiliar, shall we say, to the spookier horror genre, if you will. Um, I was wondering for you both, I'm sure you had conversations on set, or even just your thoughts on the nature of horror. What is it about horror that keeps driving us back there? What do we need from it?
I mean, personally, I guess we've seen horror is very good at social commentary. Um, it's very enjoyable to watch social commentary through the lens of horror. But also it is something that's thrilling. It's kind of, it gives you a thrill. It's exciting to watch. It has an emotion to it. It's a bit like, I mean, in this film, you've got both. You have the horror and you have comedy, but comedy kind of makes you laugh, and then you've got horror that gives you a scare, and it's enjoyable to feel those emotions, I think.
Yeah, there's sort of one of the things I loved about this film is that sort of balance between pushing the boundary and then laughing about it along the way. I think there's a great tension there. It's sort of like a catch and release. We're allowed to watch someone blow up, and then we're allowed to laugh about it afterwards. I think.
Yeah, that's right, and it is about feels. I think people are drawn to horror because there must be some kind of endorphins or something that that there's going on chemically in your brain when you're scared, and that there's actually a weird pleasure in that, especially when it's not actually real. But also, and the same with humor. As Georgina said, you let your guard down, and then the horror gets you. But I think ultimately it's escapism. It's putting yourself in a place that is perhaps showing something that's horrific is going on, that makes your world feel much more normal and okay.
Yeah, it's a strange line, isn't it? It's like there's something about distancing ourselves that allows us to look at things that we've been through and give it a bit of a fresh lens. I mean, this is not for, I don't want to get it in this way because this is not a pandemic film, but we did come through the pandemic, and all of a sudden we're dealing with
Yeah.
this killer fungus that is, blowing, I don't say blowing our minds, but that sounds a little dark in what I was trying to say.
Yeah, it's not a dark movie in that sense. It's finding the lightness, and yes, we've all had that shared experience. And there's a moment where that's referred to, and it gets a huge laugh, because it's like the release and the absurdity of that situation. But you're more experienced in horror than anybody, pretty much, Georgina, with the things that you've been doing.
Can't get away from it.
You must enjoy it though, right?
No, I do. I love horror. I love horror. I think it's so much fun. I love watching horror films. I really enjoy being in horror films. And yeah, I think they're great.
Well, having said that, Georgina, I mean, this is an incredible cast. I would love to know, in your mind, who would be most likely to survive the zombie apocalypse?
Well, I mean, probably Liam Neeson, right? If anyone's going to survive anything, it's going to be Liam Neeson. So yeah, I'd put best bets on him.
He finds a way. He
Yeah,
finds a
he
way.
always finds a
The man
way.
finds a way. Honestly, to both of you, the film's so fun. What do you hope people take away from Cold Storage?
Well, I just think it should be it's about 98 minutes of escapist, unashamed fun and entertainment. It's like classic entertainment. It's not trying to. It's not going to tax your brain. It's scary. It's based on facts as well. But it spirals into such a crazy scenario that it's like you've gone on a roller coaster. I mean, and that is enjoyable in that moment. It's yeah. If you want something more serious, you go and see Hamnet. But this is a popcorn movie.
It's such a blast. I had such a great time watching it, and I know that anybody else who checks it out will as well. Honestly, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. It's great. The film is so much fun.
Cool.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you
It's nice speaking to
so
you.
much.
Glad
Nice
you
being
enjoyed it.